Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. So I've been asked in the comments several times since making videos and about showing off my camps. Now I have 4 camps altogether, and basically where they're at now is pretty much where they have been for a little while. There is few spots I did change at the very beginning when I first started playing. But I don't have camps there anymore. But yeah, if you're ever interested in getting more than just 1 or 2 camps, you can buy camp slots for them. Let's take a look at that real quick. It's right in the Atomic Shop. It's right down here in account, and sometimes these goes on sale. Like this camp slot here for 1,000. Sometimes it'll go on sale for about 750 atoms, kind of thing. And I think it's worth it, especially if you like different locations. And that way, there, sometimes if you log on, depending on how busy the server is, or servers, sometimes your camp won't show up. So the game will give you a free camp build. But it's good to have a couple camps, different location. I like to change it up once in a while. So this particular camp here, it's fairly close to Camden Park. It's a pretty good spot. I would say it's fairly popular with other players as well. I would say if there's like a camp like in this area, my camp here won't show up if they're already here before me. But it's a good sized camp. There's a lot of stuff in it, like a lot of stuff. And we'll just kind of go on the outside, and you can just kind of take it all in, kind of thing. I know I'm a big fan when I have my vendor. I always have like a little stash box like right next to it, just because most people, if they buy something or if they need to switch something out, there's a stash box right here. They don't have to go searching for it in my camp, and they don't have to go searching for a vending machine. Sometimes if you go to people's camps, it's just like, where's the vending machine at? You know what I mean? But I kind of keep it there with a nice stash box next to it. And that way there, because people only have so much time in the day. But yeah, it's just, I've been playing the game since the beginning. And since the game first came out. And there's a lot of stuff I got over the years. I bought over the years. I've got on scoreboards and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a pretty good sized camp, as I say. There is I would say medium amount of intruders that will come here. Basically mongrels, super mutants will show up. Maybe the odd raider, thief kind of thing. Yeah, so I have it's on the other side of the road, so there's Camden Park down there. Yeah, same kind of deal. I have a vending machine on this side. And another stash box over here too, kind of thing, just to kind of make it easier for people. But yeah. Just kind of throw stuff together. Trying to make it work. Some things go on well, and other things you gotta fool around with it with a little bit more and all that jazz. I know it was putting this mega mansion in was fairly difficult to this tree. I know the tree didn't want to move. It was hard to mow down, so I just left it as close as I could to the tree without pieces of the tree sticking into the mega mansion there. Some crops out here. Just what you do is when you make a camp, you just kind of make it your own. It's good to pick up ideas. Like I know another YouTuber, Darth Zion. He does a really good job at making camps, and I take some ideas from him sometimes, and all that jazz. The only thing I would recommend is when you're building a camp, and if you're new to building camps, your little camp, your little my camp thing here, whatever you want to call it, put that on the ground. Don't put that in a building, or especially not inside of a building like a like a prefab, like this mega mansion. Because sometimes what will happen is enemies will go for this little unit here, and it will disappear. And basically, let's say if I put that camp inside this mega mansion, and let's say enough enemies came by and destroyed this will actually show up underneath the mega mansion. So I'd have to either scrap everything in the mega mansion or in the prefab or whatever just to recover this thing. So it's my recommendation. I've learned over the years, if you're going to place this on the ground, solid ground, and in a little spot. So if it does disappear, you can, it'll always be here. It won't be trapped underneath something, which is a real pain. And I kind of learned that over the years. But we'll start off with this trailer here. So, the little doorbell, huh? Yeah. And a nice little area here for Daphne. And she's a pretty good camp ally. And she gives you more caps and canned food, stuff like that. I think she sells a few things as well, but yeah, just kind of make a little area for a little friend here. Make it really inviting and whatever. What do you guys think of that? Yeah. I find these prefab, especially this trailer prefab, I found it's really difficult to place items in because a lot of items will sink through the floor for whatever reason. And it was quite difficult putting items in this trailer. I do remember that. All right, we'll close that door back up. All right. The old West Virginia slot machine. See what we got here. Yeah, right on. You feel lucky today. Lucky increased by 2. Thanks, bud. There's my shelter. Just the basic shelter. I always it's my go-to. And for what I use a shelter for, it's good enough for me. A little light there showing where it's at. This area here is pretty much like, all the workbenches and, geez, right on. Raider Thief in here. He's passed away. Or he's sleeping. But, yeah, just stuff I've collected over the years. I find plans for, and when you get up to, a certain level, and I've talked about this many a times in my videos, that caps, being maxed out on caps, it's a real thing. Like, I know some people might think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, being maxed out on caps is a real pain. Like, even now, like I have, what do I have for caps? Yeah, like, pretty close to the max, which is 40,000 caps. And I'm usually hovering around there, so I got to go around, buy stuff that I don't even need or don't even use just to make caps available. Like available space for like daily, weekly challenges. But yeah. Nice little lighting in here. Nice little safe stash down there. As I said, just stuff you get over the years. Now the Collectron guys, I always like to kind of put them in a little corded off area. If you notice my camps, if you watch my videos, just because they move around a lot and they grab a lot of attention from enemies that are passing by. So, but the Collectron, even though it's in that little fenced off area, the Collectron will still collect stuff. All right, so don't be worried about that. But basically, this area, like when someone comes to my camp. Excuse me, you have the, the vending machine, you have a stash box. They could come in here, like everything is right here. Like you just stand right here, you can like go to your workbench, you don't even have to move character. And, you need to change out punch card. I try to make my camps, user-friendly for me, but I make it user-friendly for other people visiting. Now, there's some stuff that's maybe not in here, but there's that outhouse with a little mole rat there, see? Pretty cool. All right, so let's try the makeshift mansion here, bottom floor. Just trying to put some stuff in it, nothing real crazy. Got a couple of things there. Nice. Oh, there's another raider down there. Raider thief. He's trapped there. Sorry, bud. You're in jail. You're in a timeout. Other stuff here. Another little stash box up here. There's the ammo converter up here. Just and as I've got stuff over the years, just try to fill it up as much as I can. Some camps I have are a lot simple, as you will see, but this one here is fairly large. There's a lot to it. I have a little area just for crafting alcoholic beverages. Try to make it look somewhat together, you know. This plan here was pretty hard to get. This Edotronic. I can't remember where I even got that at. I got that a while ago, but yeah, that plan and the plan for this cabinet. That cabinet, and there's another cabinet that goes with it, but it's on the ground, on the floor, I should say. Yeah, those were really hard to get. I can't remember where I bought them at. The plans for those. Then upstairs here, my little ammo storage box. Got a toilet right here, just because you just never know when you have to go, right? Here's a little living quarters for my character. And nothing real crazy or special, and that television was pretty hard to get to, actually. That plan for that TV. It's actually bigger than you think. It's got a big back to it there, and it's hard to place for some reason. But yeah, that's this area here by Camden Park. What do you guys think of that? All right, we'll head to another camp area. Go to the map here. It's right over here. So, Rocket Camp. We'll activate this one here. Here we go. Let's fast travel over there. I was going to make separate videos for all four, but I thought, you know what? I have two camps that are a lot smaller, so I just thought, you know what? We'll just make one video. This camp here is probably the second camp that I've owned. So this camp is probably the oldest camp that I have. And I've added stuff to it over time. As you can see, it's fairly large. I started off with like a rocket garage here, those rocket garages, and then I just kind of said, we'll forget about the rocket garage and just kind of build other stuff. And I think it looks pretty good. We're right here. Oops. We're right here. Fairly close to Summersville docks, Summersville Dam just around the corner. I would say of all the places, we get the most enemies at this place. We get a lot of Scorch that come up the hill. We get a lot of Super Mutants that come up the hill. Super Mutants will come down from the airport up there. So I would say this particular area is highly active for enemies. And sometimes enemies will actually spawn inside under the stairs here, and it's really annoying. So you know how I mentioned about that My Camp device? So this is the mistake I made here, is I put the My Camp device like right under the stairs there, thinking it was safe, but a lot of liberators spawned there and got rid of it, and I can't for the life of me get that little, it's gone. It's gone. So that camp, My Camp device, is actually under that prefab for that watchtower. So I need to eliminate all this stuff to get that My Camp back, right? And it's really annoying. So yeah, so if you ever place it on the ground, out of the way of any building, or especially prefab, because it will end up under the prefab. All right, that's one of the best things I could mention to you. So let's go outside here, take a good look at it, and we'll kind of go around. Same kind of deal. This being a much older camp, probably the first camps, there's a lot of stuff here, a lot of stuff. And this truck was actually part of the game. You know, it's the same with this toolbox. Is that caps in there? Yeah, let's grab those caps. And I actually put some dressers inside the box of the truck. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool like that. But that truck is actually part of the game. Like, I don't own that truck. But it looks cool there. It just looks really cool. And now that we have vehicles, right, a garage is probably pretty good, especially if you get in an area where like, there's a couple vehicles around. You can actually use that and then use those vehicles that are on the blocks that you can buy now in the atomic shop and make the place look really nice, right? Same kind of deal, stuff I got over the years. There might be some stuff here if you're a new player, you might not even recognize, just because the stuff is so old. It's been around a while. Same kind of deal, just throw stuff anywheres, make it fit, make it look good, make it look natural, like, you know what I mean? Here's my vault right there, just a simple one. Same kind of deal. I have my vending machines out here in the road, very easy to find. Nice little stash box right there, just for, you know, folks that are, you know, short on time, right? This cooking station chuck wagon, it's good size. I forgot where you even got that at. I think it was a reward off a scoreboard or something. This radioactive barrel, that was hard to get. Very hard to get. Radiation rumble there, like, I forget how many times I played that. Got that barrel. And yeah, just kind of, you could squeeze right in here, like it's to try to make it functional, right? And just, I know a lot of people come to my camp. I like these, like the first one I showed you, and then this one, and they're around for a while, and they're just looking at my camp, and they're walking around, looking at it, and it's funny to watch if I'm there, because sometimes I'll be busy doing something to have my player just AFK, and I see like 4 or 5 players just walking around my camp, like. But I guess, you know, people are looking for ideas, and I do the same thing, you know. Look for ideas, just jam stuff in there, make it look kind of neat and natural. There's that guy right there, radiation dust dummy. Got a toilet way in there, same kind of deal. You need a little bit of privacy, but, you know. You know what I mean? No roof overhead, but who needs a roof? Couple safes back there. Oh, you see him filling up there? That's the brewing station. See how that fills up and then empties? Pretty cool. Same kind of deal. I have most of the workstations all in the same area, so you're not moving around too much. You can just kind of go from each one. So you can stash box and scrap box there for those who use it. It's TV on here, and yeah, this little toolbox, this one here was a hard plan to find as well. Yeah, mostly everything you need. I try to make it friendly for other players as well. Nothing worse, you go to someone's camp and you're trying to find something and you can't find it. You can't find what you're looking for. This guy here was hard to get as well. I actually bought this from another player. Forget him, I think I paid like 20,000 caps for this bad boy, but as I said, I don't worry about caps in this game, so I said, yeah, I'll just buy it. It was pretty cool. I think this comes from the Mall Miner Treasure Hunter event. I'm opening those pails there. Yeah. This little room here. You see there. I had Raider Punk's little table in here. Fits in there just perfect. But those of you who have allies in your camp, especially like Raider Punk, he's like right in your face all the time, and he doesn't stop talking. So I had to get rid of him, because sometimes I'd be making a video and he's like right in my face, and I'm just like, hey man, listen, I'm trying to make a video here, bud. See that? See how it emits radiation there? The asteroid. Pretty cool, eh? Let's head up the stairs here, up the watchtower. Just put a few little plants. This is my little area up here. And I think this cryogenic bed's pretty cool. It's probably one of the coolest things I have. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you get this from Alien Invader event. And the Alien Invader event should be coming up here in a few weeks, I would say. Yeah. I know when I got the plan for this, I was like pretty happy. Then I got like 3 or 4 more plans and I sold them. And like they went fast. Like I couldn't put them in my vending machine fast enough and people were taking them. I could have sold them for whatever I wanted, but I don't like to sell things too expensive because I know what it's like if you're short on caps. If you're a player that's starting out, just put some stuff around here. I would say placing stuff on this Firewatch tower was pretty easy. It was easier than you think. Things weren't sinking to the floor, so the watchtower is pretty cool and it's up high enough, you know what I mean? Like it's not as high as the other watchtowers like in the game, but it's pretty cool. I like it. And we have a little spot up here. Well, I forgot there was no floor there. These are just connectors, basically, just getting power to the other side. And nothing real crazy up here either. Got my Collectron guy down there. He's all fenced off. Same kind of deal. Now, what do you guys think of this camp? Pretty good? As I say, there might be stuff in there you guys don't even recognize. Alright, so that's that camp. Alright, let's take a look at another camp. This camp up here by Aaronholt Homestead, all in one. We'll activate this one here and we'll pop on over. Fast travel over there. There's one of my other camps I had before, but it kept getting destroyed. It was right near Summersville. And yeah, like every 5 minutes it was being attacked. I had to get rid of it. It was like really annoying. So again, this one here, right up here, Aaronholt Homestead, fairly good spot. I would say this one doesn't get attacked very often. It's pretty good. Sometimes there'll be a person up there, and you'll hear them talking, and they're thinking, "What is that noise?" So you see how I have my little mic camp out here, away from everything else on the ground, right? Because when enemies come, they're going for that, or your fusion generator. But this is the front entrance off the road. Same kind of deal. Got a nice little car parked there. It's a pretty good spot. Here's my mailbox there. Car broke down, you know, last story of my life. This camp's not too bad. It's a lot smaller. It's a lot more compact. It's but it's very functional. Very functional. Same kind of deal. At the Collectron, he's outside. He's all fenced off. He's not being annoying. And again, I have the have these vending machines out here. Easy to see, easy to find. You got these stash boxes here, right here. You know, just for players who need that, you know, quick and easy. This Pittsburgh Union Steel furnace door. It's probably one of my favorite doors in the game. Love it. I just love this door. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. So as you see me here a lot. I use the smaller camps a little bit more often than I do with the bigger ones. But yeah, very functional. You can get in here. You can use everything. You know, nothing's in the way. Got all my brewing stations over here. Fermenter on my alcoholic beverages section. And then right here, you have all your typical workbenches. You can just stand here in one spot. You know, you don't have to move around too much. And that's what I like to do. Easy as possible. Fast, quick, easy. You know what I mean? But as you can see, it's a very small camp, but it's extremely functional. A lot of people like this particular camp just because of how compact it is, but how everything you need is like right here in the small space. And take a look at the old budget here. Oh, someone coming there. See, it's not even halfway. Oh, go ahead there, bud. But yeah, we'll wait for that person to leave before we go to the next camp. But I would say this is probably one of my favorite spots, just because there's not a whole lot of enemies that come here. And you have Aaronholt Homestead right there, and there's a lot of dailies that I could do just down there, just in that area. You know, it's a spot for, you know, a couple bobbleheads, a couple magazines. It's a couple mongrels down there, some insects down the other side. There's crops down there. It's a pretty good spot. I like it. You know, to me, it's all about location. Thanks, bud. See what I mean? See how quickly I'm already up to 3,900, and he might max me out. See what I'm saying? It's crazy. I wish they would have Fallout 76 Bethesda would have like a piggy bank or something. Like, you know how they have the ammo storage box, and then they have the scrap box. You know, do something for the caps, man. Like, people like me need storage for caps. It's still going. Let's check out that person up there, see who that person is, before we head up to the other section. Yeah, the last camp, I should say. I can get up here. There we go.
Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
Right on there.
Keep your eye out for danger. You never know who's
okay.
watching.
Sounds good, thanks. Yeah, he's gonna max me out. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, maxi. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Thanks, bud. Thanks. Thanks for your support. Oh, there's a vicious wolf nearby. You see that? It was red. See that pop up? That's weird. I could leave, but it doesn't matter. If a person like that stuff there, it's like 50 caps. I find enough stuff over time, I just throw it in there, and I don't sell things for expensive. Expensive. Nope. Alright, buddy, thanks, man. Rightio. Alright. So that's that camp by Aaronholt Homestead. The last camp, we're going to go right over here. It's called Simple. And it's called Simple for a reason. That's an old picture there, as you could probably tell. Alright. Oh. Alright. So this camp here is just a little bit to the west of Clarksburg. This is a popular one for me as well. I like to spend a lot of time up here. It doesn't get attacked very often. There's usually a few animals that are roaming around out here, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty big spot, but this camp is probably the smallest camp that I have. This section here I don't really need here, to be honest with you, but I decided to keep it because I find like this, I think we got this in season 11 at, level 100 rank. These planters here, it comes with this chain around it. It's pretty much indestructible. Like it's indestructible. Like sometimes I'll have enemies here and they can't destroy it. And I can shoot at this all day, it won't be destroyed. Like these planters with these cages around it, Yeah, like I would like these are amazing. They're overpowered, so to speak. But yeah, yeah, and have a great day. You know, pretty popular. Get old Steve here. He's watching the place for us, and we'll just take a look around the camp. And as you can see, it's really, really small, but it's functional. It's the smallest, but it's when we go inside. If you haven't seen this particular camp yet, you'll see what I mean. Same kind of deal. Nice little vehicle here. Make it part of the camp. You know, easy find vending machines here. Stash box right next to it. Same thing with this suitcase stash. You know, things that's sitting right on top of it. Everything's like right there. Open up that bad boy. So you see what I mean? You see how small this is? But like everything you need is like literally right here. And I've had a lot of people who come by and will just message me on the Xbox to say, what a great camp. And as small as it is, it's just a couple squares. Like that's all it is. You know, same thing. Stand here in one spot. You know, there's your scrap box. You know, got the stash right there in that safe. Cooking station. I even have the vault in here. Got the bed. A coffee machine there. Perfect. You know, fermenter. Got chemical station. Brewing station. Got power. And yeah. And, you know, go outside the back here. Same kind of deal. We get Electron. He's fenced off. Little section there. Little section there. Got collector. Yeah. Yeah, I would say this is a popular spot as well, where I like to come. Just because how it's easy. Like you're not jumping over stuff, going through doors, going through that door, another vault. Just make it as easy as possible. And functional. That's the main thing for me. Oh, there's someone back there. Alright. Talking to the player there, the little robot. Yeah, as I say, there's not a whole lot of enemies. Sometimes you'll get the odd rat scorpion. But that's it. Like, you won't see a whole lot of enemies up here. And it's a pretty good spot. I like this spot, actually. Right up here. So that's my 4th camp. I may buy a... I may buy a 5th camp. I want to try to go smaller. And I know smaller than that, you're thinking you're crazy. But I'm thinking about going smaller. But we'll have to see. I like to buy stuff when they're on sale. Just because I like, you know, a little bit of a hoarder and save some stuff. I'm not an impulse buyer. But what do you guys think of this camp? Let me know in the comments which of the 4 camps you like, or if you like them all. And yeah, I hope it give you guys some ideas. And as I say, you know, when you get up to a certain level and you have all kinds of caps, you go around the train stations, you go around to players' vendors, buy stuff for your camp, you know, put it all together and, you know, make it work for you, you know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. And I hope you all have a great day.